Welcome, Sagittarius, to your January 2023 reading. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Happy New Year, Sagittarius. We can finally say goodbye to 2022 for all of those of you who have been struggling in 2022. This is an amazing start to an amazing new year for all of us. Now, before I get into your reading, I just want to remind everyone that I am offering my free mini reading for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click that subscribe button and ask your question in the comment section below, and you will get a response from me. Just make sure you put new subscriber before your question. If you don't have a question, just put new subscriber, free mini reading, please, and I will get back to everybody who subscribes. Now, for everyone else, I'm also opening up an opportunity for you to ask a question as well. So I'll give you a short answer to your question, or a yes or a no. It won't be as in-depth as that free mini reading for the new subscribers, but I will answer everyone's question. So just be patient if you don't hear from me right away. Now, wow, you start out January with beautiful, emotional, wonderful energy here. You have the Three of Cups, and this is a wonderful celebration filled with joy, filled with love, and lots of emotion, lots of happiness. This can often talk about an engagement. So some of you may be getting married here, I don't know. But this is just a happy, joyous occasion. So an engagement, a wedding, a christening, and look, it might just be any reason to have a wonderful, exciting celebration, but it is going to be filled with lots of love and happiness and lots of emotion here. It's just quite a lovely, lovely card, and it's a beautiful way to start off the new year. So some of you actually might be having just a great New Year's Eve party, and starting out the new year with a bang in that regards as well. But it could even be like celebrating a job offer or celebrating a promotion, or it's just wonderful. But you know, this also really asks you to make sure you keep that lightness of heart, lightness of spirit, that childlike wonder in your heart as well in January. Make sure you don't get too bogged down with the heavy day-to-day running of things. But so you may very well just be doing that, going out and just having fun. Now, you've got the Four of Cups here as well. Now, this is quite an interesting card. The 3 and the 4, succession here. Things are progressing and moving forward quite nicely in a relationship. You've also got the Knight of Cups here as well. So I feel like love and emotion is at the forefront of your mind for a lot of you. And certainly emotional stability here. Now, for some of you, you are perhaps getting a message, an important message here that you might be missing. You know, this card often talks about being sort of bogged down in the humdrum of life. You know, you've got love, you've got family, you've got security, you've got all the things that the majority of people want and need, but you might be kind of a little bit bored, for want of a better word. And because of that, there could be an important message that is missed. I mean, if you look at the imagery on this card, the person sitting back, they've got those 3 full cups right there beside them, and they're not even paying attention to this gift that's coming out of the clouds, this hand of God offering you that beautiful cup. And sometimes you kind of need to really just stand back from your life, from the situation that you're in, and look around and maybe ask yourself or your angels what beautiful possibility might there be around the corner? You know, there is something there. So keep an eye out for it. So I feel like that's really kind of lovely energy. And this could be an offer of love. It's just right. The Four of Cups is right beneath that Knight of Cups, that knight in shining armor. This card is sort of traditionally based on. So there could be some messages or something that you might be missing because you are in this, you know, the humdrum of life here. So as I said, just keep an eye out. Now, you've got one of my favorite cards in the deck as well. I have many favorites, but the Magician is also one of them because this talks about you manifesting your reality. You have all of the tools that you need to create whatever it is that you put your mind to. And the fact that the Magician is right beside that Ace of Swords, this is telling me you are going to be getting some wonderful new inspired ideas. The Ace is clarity, it's inspiration, it's newness. All aces are the beginning of or start of something wonderful, something new. And because aces are all about the mind, the thoughts, the intellect, communication, you might have some wonderful new ideas and you are going to be able to manifest them for yourself because the Magician card says you have everything you need, all of the powers. If you look at the imagery on this card, the Magician is there and he's wielding the cups, the wands, the swords, the pentacles. So you've got the passion, you've got the drive, you've got the emotion, you've got the intellect and the will. You've got all of the tools to create a wonderful existence. So make sure you visualize everything that you want here, Saggies, because you can bring it into being. It is absolutely wonderful, powerful energy. Now, you've got the Emperor here as well, another very powerful card. Now, the Emperor represents Aries. The Emperor has been turning up for a few other signs here as well. Now, what the Emperor actually talks about is putting some planning into the things that you do. The Emperor talks about stability and order and rules and structure. And so if you are wanting to create a new career for yourself, if you're wanting to create, if you're wanting to work on a new idea that you have, it really says that things will go very well if you put some planning behind it rather than just going for it. Just plan it a little bit, put some structures in place. But the Emperor is all about creating a peaceful life, a smooth running life, things that run well for everyone here. Now, again, this is a very positive card. It's another card of success, and it does talk about achieving what you want. So very much connected with that Magician card there. I feel like you will be achieving something. Now, for some of you, you may be involved with this happy occasion, might be involving an Aries. Now, don't get too wrapped up on the star sign because depending on where the planets are on your birthday, you or another person may have a rising sign that is an Aries or a very significant part of their birth chart that is Aries. So I always say it's more about the character of the person that the cards describe more so than the star sign. But you could have a very strong, powerful in the good sense of the word, strong, supportive, person in your life that you could potentially be getting engaged to here, someone that is an emperor in your world anyway, so that's quite lovely. But it could involve a celebration regarding an Aries, so you might be invited to some sort of celebration there. Now, that Knight of Cups that I did touch on earlier, this is, as I said, this is that knight in shining armor that comes in and saves the day, is just beautiful emotionally, just such an emotional card. Now, often I don't read knights as people, but the Knight of Cups are water signs, so this could be a Scorpio, a Pisces, or a Cancer here. But this is someone quite emotional, quite caring, quite loving, someone you can really depend on, and somebody that just has your back emotionally. And and it just talks about a new emotional experience for a lot of you as well. And it's that feeling of you being swept off your feet. So it's quite lovely. And it refers to falling in love or offers of marriage or any kind of romantic experience that really causes you to swoon. So you've got some wonderful stuff here in January going on in terms of love and emotion. But it can actually throw you a little bit off balance. So just remember to stay really grounded in January. But this again can talk about an invitation to a social event. If you're not into relationships, you're already in a relationship, you might just be going to a really nice party or a social event. And the fact that you've got the Three of Cups there, that could be also just being told, you're being advised that you will be invited to this wonderful occasion. Now, again, another major arcana here, the Judgment card. Now, I feel like for a lot of you there is a reawakening for you, and this could be in terms of your career or the way you make your money, but there is a reawakening in a part of your life. The fact that this is just next to the Eight of Pentacles is making me feel like for a lot of you are getting a new lease on life when it comes to your career or the direction that you are wanting to go in, where you want your career to go in here. But it is you being called almost. I mean, if you look at the imagery there, you see the angel with the big trumpet. I think, is this Archangel Michael? I'm not sure of my angels or my religious stories there very well, but it is the story of the judgment, where everyone is called to that new world. They're rising from the dead and being called to heaven by the Archangel Gabriel, Michael, not sure. But it indicates that you're really close to completing a task here. And again, I feel like for a lot of you, this is studying, this is learning, this is your career, the way you make your money. But you're almost there. This is that card just before the world. You're almost at that final stage where you can close the book on a particular era in your life, but there's still work to be done here. But this does ask you to really pause and review the past and your achievements as well, so that you can really decide where it is you want to go in the future. Now, this can include career changes, as I said, things that you've been thinking about what direction to go in, that you really are asked to take the time to think things through and think your options through very carefully as well here, because you might have some big decisions to make here. But when you get this card, and the fact that it's right beneath the Magician card here, you are sort of creating the next step for yourself, the next career move, the next endeavor that you want to go into. But this can even talk about preparing for school exams or even legal proceedings, certification tests, that kind of stuff. But this is a real renewal for you. If things haven't been, if you've allowed things to sort of fall along the wayside here, you're going to be getting this new inspiration. But things will go very well for you, no matter what decision you make here. But I do feel for a lot of you, you are going to be making some changes within your career, or certainly how you want your career to go because of that Eight of Pentacles. This is the card of the apprentice. So you will be learning new skills here and really taking them on board, studying. So for some of you, you may actually be choosing to go back to school and learn some new stuff and prepare yourself for a new career in whatever area you want to go in, whether it's progressing in the same career that you are already in and just changing it up, going for a new role where you are going to have to sort of not be the master anymore, but learn those new skills to propel you in a new direction. You know, this could be happening for you in January, or certainly planning for these changes may be happening in January. Now, your final card from the Gateway Oracle deck is planting seeds. And now another sign had that as well. And I really do feel like this is very much connected with that Judgment card. But let's read what the meaning is. So the affirmation for this particular card is: seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile soil of my soul. And the meaning of this card is: the fertile soil of your soul is ready to receive the seeds that will come to harvest in the years ahead. Get clear on what you desire for yourself and your future. Timing is vital, and now is your moment to plant spiritual seeds. The universe wants you to know every realized dream once started as an idea that took root. For your projects, ideas, and dreams to come to fruition, you need to first become clear on what your heart truly desires. Then ask yourself, is this really what I want? Believe that miracles can happen. Use this time to plant seeds for your future. Nurture these precious seeds so that they will grow as strong as the mighty oak. Take action in the desired direction of your dreams, but be willing to pull the weeds along the way. It won't be long before you are reaping the bounty of your labor. Wow, I actually, as I was reading that, I see this so connected with the Magician, that Ace of Swords, the Judgment, and the Eight of Pentacles. I really feel like you are going to be coming up with some really new ideas about where it is you want to go in terms of your career, the way you make your money, even your home life. It's grassroots kind of stuff here. You have got some projects in mind, or you're certainly going to be getting some projects, some ideas for some projects. That Ace of Swords is all about clarity. So I feel like there is some real clarity here, and you are going to be starting off January 2023 by putting things into action and doing exactly what that card says, planting the seeds and then watching them grow. And you're going to be using that energy of the Magician. You've got the skills, you've got everything you need, all the tools. You're going to be using that to build this wonderful career, life, home life, family life, to build this wonderful reality of your dreams here, Sagittarius. I'm loving this for you. So I hope that resonated with you. We'll leave it there. Please take me up on my offer of that free mini reading if you are a new subscriber. And for everyone else, ask away, ask your questions, and I will give you that short answer response, or a yes or a no if that's what's required. So have a wonderful January. Happy New Year again, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.